Hey, what's up, you guys? It's Kenny. I'm here to break down the amazing UFC heavyweight championship bout between Stipe Miocic and Daniel Cormier. All right, guys, let's get right into it with Daniel Cormier and his techniques and strategy in his fight against Stipe Miocic on Saturday. So for Daniel Cormier, he wants to utilize his wrestling. He's been saying it all week. Stipe, bring your wrestling shoes. I'm definitely going to try to wrestle you. So the way he likes to get to this clinch position, it's interesting. Despite being the guy with the shorter range, he'll actually go in and try to jam up the arms of Stipe Miocic. So he kind of utilizes these as tentacles, where he's framing on these hands all the time, and he's watching for your reactions. If you're not doing anything, or he feels like he's too far to get to the clinch himself, he'll throw either a hook cross or a jab cross over the top. He's very low to the ground. He generates a lot of good power from those wrestling legs. So Daniel Cormier lands those shots a lot. If you're not doing anything, watch out for that 1-2 DC. Now, if you throw, he utilizes that to kind of duck under. He gets to his positions. He loves this high crotch lift. Daniel really shows how elite of a wrestler he is. He's connected on some of the best throws we've seen inside the octagon. From here, he gets to this high crotch position. He pulls like he's going to chest pressure them down to the mat. As he pulls, he gets this elbow in all the way, and he gets an easy lift. You've seen people, he throw people on their head over this way. He can throw you back on your back that way. It's just brilliant stuff from Daniel Cormier. Now, the other thing he'll do, he always has the option of going into the double leg, but typically you'll see DC start to kind of tip them over, lifting up their leg and stepping behind for a nice trip. Now, it's a great takedown because it also leads to a great amount of control. From here, you'll see DC kind of sit into half guard position where he has a lot of control over the hips and where he can utilize a lot of his amazing grounding. All right, guys, another tactic for Daniel Cormier is for him to get to this collar tie situation. So once he's here on this collar tie, he utilizes his dirty boxing extremely well. He attacks the body with knees, hands, also looks for short uppercuts and hooks repeatedly. Now, you have to be able to take this away from Daniel. He has such good control with this collar tie, and he brings you out as he wants for the range shot that he wants. You have to be able to take it away with an underhook. Now, most guys in this position don't like giving up underhooks. Underhooks is a very important aspect of control in wrestling. But for DC, he's at such a high level where it does not matter if you have an underhook or not. Here, he'll turn this into an overhook and look for sag throws, body lock takedowns. It doesn't matter. All DC is really looking to do is get that body-body connection where he knows he's a superior wrestler. All right, now for the champ, Stipe Miocic, he does not want to be stagnant and just kind of stuck in the mud here against someone like Daniel Cormier. He's got to utilize that reach, and he's got to utilize that forward by really moving a lot laterally. That's where I believe Stipe is at his best. He gets in his rhythm, and he starts landing way more shots. Now, he utilizes angles extremely well. He bounces in and out. He feints. When he started feinting DC, he was getting DC to kind of bite, and by pulling his hands up a little bit. Because he started to feint and then land some jabs. So DC started bringing his hands back, and that started opening up the opportunity for body shots. And I think those really hurt DC later in the fight. Stipe was doing a great job of weakening DC's body, slowing him down, and then setting up that ultimate TKO. So for Stipe, the feints are going to be crucial, both in trying to take away these frames of DC and slowing down the fight. Stipe wants to keep more of a fast pace where he can stick and move. Now, for Stipe, he does a great job of countering shots. A lot of times, he'll wait for his opponent to throw that jab, and he does a great job of landing that cross counter. So he'll slip open up that angle and land that right hand like he's done against a lot of great fighters like Fabricio Verdun. He landed against Junior Dos Santos. This is one of his main weapons. So for Stipe, the way that he moves, the angles that he creates, he gets you to throw, he counters. He also has a great double leg as well. So I think if he's going to take down DC, it's not going to happen just with pure wrestling. He's going to have to utilize his footwork, his angles, and he's going to have to be on point. If he can get DC to chase him a little bit, if he can beat up that body and kind of wear him down a little bit, those are all critical tactics and as all part of the game plan of Stipe Miocic here.